Ah yes, yo chicken bros, what's up? It's your boy Smiley here coming at you with a brand new video. And well, apparently tests are racist. If you're new to the channel though, first please leave a like, share, subscribe, hit that bell, make it ring and ding ding. And with all that being said, let's get into today's video. So simply put, I have found an article declaring that tests are racist. Now, as much as I would assume everybody would love for tests to be taken out of school due to the fact that they are a good chunk of a grade, I have to say that tests are in no way racist. Their whole argument was based off of the statistics that African Americans, on average, make a lower score or GPA than any other race. Now, I will be honest with you. If that is true, that does not declare racism, that is statistics. Statistics border on fact due to the fact that, well, they are taking a huge number of people and checking for their grade in this instance. So if the African Americans are the ones getting the lowest possible grades, or at least lowest GPA on average, that is not the fault of racism. That is the fault of whatever, some other issue maybe, or maybe it's just a red herring. And let me state something else right quick. If you want to get grades up and they be better, how about you start lowering the amount of kids in each classroom? Or how about you figure out a way to make it easier for the students to learn? Put some money into that. Put some money into some defense so people aren't scared of school shootings. There is so much you could do as the government and as any funding for anything in general. You could fix a lot of these issues, but instead, the government, by you is what I mean, you refuse to do any of that and complain when somebody's grade point average is too low. And let me mention this right quick. I understand that, again, I understand the whole racism thing, that slavery may have been an issue, but look, I wasn't even a sperm cell inside of my dad when slavery happened. How can you blame me for something I was never around for? And again, I have a very diverse amount of friends. I am not at all someone who thinks that skin color matters. I'm not. And the biggest problem out of everything here is the fact that people are telling kids that tests are racist. You gotta think a moment. If you tell a kid that a test is racist, then they're going to be discouraged from taking the test in general, and then they are going to be having lower scores due to the fact that they think they are going to fail. You know what I do? Here's what I do with my sister, okay? A little smile lesson here. Instead of telling them, oh, it's unfair, you might as well just give up, my sister makes a, say, B-. I tell her, good job, you did great. Next time, make a B. Because you ought to strive. Don't strive for perfection, strive for progress, is how I put it. And if the statistics state that African American kids are the lowest GPA on average, or so this study says, then why don't we help them more? Why don't we give them more tutoring, more resources, instead of just saying, oh, it's racist, let's get rid of it? Heck, there is so much you could do that would help. And one other thing, can we stop saying everything is racist? I mean, I understand the whole that's racist thing is a meme at this point, and rightfully so. But look at it this way, alright? The definition of racism is excluding someone based upon race, or dehumanizing someone based upon race. So, say I call a Mexican a derogatory term that would be not racism. Maybe if I was to say a very bad word. But if I was to beat up a Mexican just because he's Mexican, that is full on racism. Taking a test and failing it is not racist. If you are to fail a test, it is because either the school system taught you wrong or you weren't paying attention. The school system should figure out which of those is the major contributor in general and then beat down on that and figure out what the solution is. I'm tired of people just saying, oh, this is racist, we shouldn't mess with it anymore, just delete it. A test is important because it shows how well the student has learned. And to be quite frank with you, I find it racist that you think that is racist. Because I wouldn't have considered that. Instead of saying, oh, it's racist because black people have a lesser GPA on tests. I think you're the racist one here. Because guess what? When I heard that, I thought, okay, what can we do to help that? What can we do to make this better? What can we do to help those kids? That was the first thing going through my head. And I had plenty of answers. Get some tutoring in some harder schools that have the lower GPA scores. Get some extra resources for those in need of a higher education. I mean, that is one way to do it, among many others. But instead, we just complain that somebody has a really low GPA and do nothing about it. And I'm going to admit, I had a decent GPA. I'm not one who should be, talking on this. I had a 4.0. But at the same time, I knew there were people with lower GPAs, and I tried to help them with their schoolwork. I tried to help them move up in the world. If other people would do that, life would be much easier for a lot more people. But with all that being said, I'm going to go ahead and head out. Peace.